Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Tuesday on Gender Blenders. I'm Heather. I am the partner of a female-to-male trans man. This week's topic is very cool. This week we're going to talk about genitals. And the question of the hour, do the genitals define the person, or does the person define the genitals? And I think that this is a double-edged sword, and I think that we have to look at this from two very distinct perspectives. Number one, yes, your genitals define who you are in society's eyes. And when I talk about society, I'm talking about the collective mind of society. When you're born, the doctor looks between your legs and says, "Oh, it's a boy," or "Oh, it's a girl." Never once is it taken into consideration that you could grow up and not decide. That was a bad word, sorry. You could grow up and be not a boy or not a girl. So when society looks at you and they see that you have breasts and a vagina, you're a woman. They look at you and they see you have a penis and a flat chest, you're a man. That's just the way it is in society's eyes. Now, here's the clincher. Here's where I have the problem, okay? My grandmother had breast cancer. She had a mastectomy. She was fortunate. She only had breast cancer in one breast, so they only had to take one. What about the women who have breast cancer and have to have a double mastectomy? They no longer have breasts. Society looks at them. Do they still see a woman? Yeah, they do. Intriguing. Intriguing. My second point is, from the inside looking out, being involved in the trans community now and meeting more trans people, male to female and female to male, do I feel that your genitals define who you are? No. In no way, shape, or form at all whatsoever. If Josh never had surgery a day in his life, if he remained in his biological female body, I would never once think of him as less of a man, because I know that's who he is. He shows it to me every day. I know he's a man. He tells me he's a man. And I'm okay with that, you know? Why does society have to look at someone's genitals to define who they are? And I think that it's the human nature to try to categorize people and try to, put you in a place in their mind to figure you out. Because humans just want to understand. They want to know. They want to understand. They're intrigued. So, they look at someone with dark skin and they automatically try to diagnose their race or their religion. So they can put them in that little box in their mind and put them in the place where they know, things about that person automatically. It's the stereotyping and, it's all of that. She has blonde hair, so she must be dumb. Or she's overweight, so she must be a gross overeater. Or, just any number of things, observations that society makes about people so that they can keep them in the little boxes in their mind and make everything make sense. Now, let's talk about another point about genitals. What about the cultures in, like Asia and Africa, where they practice female circumcision or female genital mutilation, where they actually remove little girls' clitorises and they sew their vaginas shut so that their husband can be the first one to penetrate their bodies. They don't have a clitoris anymore. And let's face it, your clitoris is your sex organ as a woman. So her sex organ's gone. She will never feel sexual sensation through her clitoris. Does that make her less of a woman? Absolutely not. No, it doesn't. So I get really tied up in the thought of why society can't look at a trans man or a trans woman and see them for who they are, simply because their genitals don't match their identity. Because I would really be stretched to believe that if you asked the average person walking down the street if a woman had a mastectomy, and no longer had breasts, if she were a man, they would say yes. I highly doubt it, because I don't think there are very many people out there who would honestly, truly believe that. Now, my point of view, do your genitals define who you are? No way. Does society define who you are by your genitals? Yes, most certainly. They also define who you are by your skin color, your hair color, your height, your weight. They assess you. They try to know you. They try to figure you out. And they do all of that by looking at your physical side. So, if society ever gets to a place where we can move past physical appearances and move to the heart and the soul of people, we will be a much better society. We need to stop doing a lot of things as a society, idealizing the paper-thin supermodels who prance around and send young girls into eating disorders and, make them feel bad because they have full hips or large breasts, or, they wear a larger size clothes, or they don't fit into that box, that idealistic box that women are supposed to fit in. Society does a lot of messed up stuff. I'm not sure why, and I would love to know how to change it. But I can guarantee that there's a generation of people up and coming that is going to change the way that society thinks and feels about others. Teach your children love and respect and kindness, and to look at a person in their eyes and see their soul, and not see their height or their shape or their hair color or their genitals. So be well, and that's my view, and I hope that everyone can take something away from this and pass it on. And if you have any questions for me, just hit me up on Gender Blenders, or you can go to my personal channel at My Trans Man. Take care, everybody. Peace.